Hello guys, Shaz here, back at you with another watch unboxing or review video. For today's watch review video, I'll have this Casio ProTrack PRL-21WFJ stainless steel back Japan. So I believe this watch is totally made in Japan, and as you guys can see now, ProTrack engraved over here and the logo of a panda with C for copyright logo and WWFR result, which is the World Wildlife Federation's collaboration with ProTrack. This overall collaboration, I believe, fits with this model because, I mean, this model is indeed used to go into the jungle for jungle trekking, forest, and all that. And even the colorway though, look at that! Aren't that cool enough? I mean, it's combining green and metal parts and a lot of camouflage design, really makes or resembling the effect or the surrounding of when you're into the jungle or into the forest. So wildlife, yeah. Okay, let's have a look on the feature for this watch. We're gonna have a look at two buttons on this side and a single metal part. Like here, do you have engraved in here a little bit? Look at that, there's sensor engraved on there. So this is the sensor part. You can see two holes in there. That is where the atmospheric pressure is calculated. The sensor is actually built in there, so it could detect or measure the atmospheric pressure in surrounding. We'll get to that though. On the side, we're gonna be two more buttons in gray colorway as well. The buttons popping up pretty white, and they have this button guard for this part. So these buttons aren't protected as much, but man, the size is good enough and the feel of it is comfortable enough to be used daily or whenever you want to operate the functions. And we're gonna have a look at a single button at the front here. This is the light button, which is pretty white, very incredibly made. Overall piece, I believe this part is metal, this part is plastic, this part is stainless steel, glossy, or the ring up here is metal as well. I believe it feels probably aluminum, something like that. This is not a compass, by the way. I cannot rotate this part at all. And we're gonna have four of this thing here for aesthetics. I believe most Casio watches have this for some reason. It does looks pretty cool with this thing on it though, I gotta admit it. Anyway, going to down here, going to the watch band, we're gonna have a look at LEY. I have no idea what this thing means. The day I got it, I bought this watch in a used condition, and it's already have this engraving on there. I don't know what they mean though. And I couldn't find any background story, a blog or article about this release because, I don't know man, probably because this model is old and it is very rare. I mean, old models aren't being shared in the internet these days, so if no one is sharing it, then there's no way for anyone to know the existence for this. And I believe this video I made today will be a little bit helpful just in case you're looking at one of these or you find one of this, because this watch is awesome. But anyway, we'll get to the feature of the watch after this, I mean the engine. For now, let's go through again on the watch band. All this part is leather all around, including at the tip here. This leather usually is synthetic. I'm not sure if they use a genuine leather. They usually don't, by the way. And we're seeing some mesh nylon part over here, which gonna be very comfortable and cool to be wear. I mean, you're not gonna sweat as much since this exterior or this line here already in leather. Adding a nylon in the middle really balance things out. WWF over here again, World Wildlife Federations. And going to the back, you're gonna see even further. Look at how thin the nylon mesh is. Man, that is very quick dry, even though you're gonna be sweating, but it's gonna dry quickly and you can wash it easily, and gonna dry quickly after that as well. So can't complain much comparing when you're wearing other nylon type of watch band. This one is very well built. It have the quality feels to it as well. And it comes with this standard or very iconic ProTrack type of band keeper with a mountain and ProTrack logo up there. Indeed, this one is used, so the leather already cracking, especially on the sides over there, but it's all fine. You can still use this. This thing is holding up very well. Since, as you guys can see now, they have a stitching around here, so even though this part damaged, this part still holding up, so you can still be able to use this strap of quite some time. And this is the buckle, stainless steel with Casio engraved or signed below it, no country at all. So I'm assuming the overall piece was made and also assembled in Japan as well, probably because this Japan engraving at the back there. And if I'm not mistaken, the base model for this is PRL-20 or PRL-21 something. If you Google this PRL-21WFJ, it's very hard to find this model of that. J over here, I believe, stands for JDM version or JDM release model. So if you are hoping to find one of these on Google or any other non-Japan website, you probably need to remove this J code over here and just Google up PRL-21WF or 21 only, and I hope you'll find some. But anyway, looking at the watch face now, the glass up here is dome like. Look at that. Let me show you guys from the sides. Look at that. So that is domed crystal or mineral glass. I don't think this is sapphire at all. And if I'll show you guys from the side now, look at that. You can almost see all of the touch screen that this model have. Check it out. Check it out. Very incredible. And time, date as well at the home time, and we're gonna see a mountain up there with 1, 3, and 5. Let's zoom in a little bit to see better. There it is. So times 1000, or a ring up here I believe will be used at barometer mode, and this mountain will be used at altimeter mode, which this model have. This twin sensor over here will mean that this watch have the atmospheric pressure sensor and also thermometer sensor. To access the thermometer sensor, press this lower right button down here. To access the thermometer function at home time, press this upper right button up here. Look at that. Temperature or date display. So this is now date. Press it. It will show the temperature instead. So hold light on or off. Down here, this will be the light button. So I believe, let me hold this, you could turn on the auto light that this model have. So that's the purpose of this lighting. It's already written down there. Look at that. Anyway, let me show you guys the backlighting again. Press this button over here. They have a logo of a panda in there with the WWF copyright logo. So that's about it. The EL is actually in green. It appears blue in this video, but it is in electroluminescence green colorway. Press adjust at home time. You could set up the time, the 12-hour or 24-hour time format. Simple things, hours, minutes. You can set the year, the calendar months, date, and that sums up all the thing. If you go to thermometer mode and you press adjust over here, I believe you could calibrate the thermometer as well. Very easy. Look at that. Just press both of this button to add or minus a degree or so. But just in case you messed up and you want to reset it back to factory setting, just press both of these buttons at once and off will appear. So calibration is off, which means factory setting. Press adjust and back to factory setting or thermometer display. Alright, that's done on the thermometer mode. If I press this mode button, we'll go to the barometer. Look at that. They have an indicator down here. For each bar represent 1 hectopascal, and each bar also representing 1 hour. So each hour over there, and you guys can see now the pattern is going up, and going down. So, and this arrow over here also pointed down. Since this watch is a collaboration, you're gonna have those animations up there, which is very unique as well. It's kind of tell you guys, I mean, whenever a pressure is going down like that, it's gonna indicate that the weather gonna be bad or gonna rain anytime soon. So that's why they add this frog logo up there. And just in case you find yourself in a situation with this arrow is pointing upwards or straight to the right, which indicates nothing had changed, or which also could indicate that the weather is getting better, you're gonna see an animations of a bird or a chicken instead. So that is a very incredible thing as well. I hope I could demonstrate to you guys in this video, but for now it is gonna rain soon, so frog logo will appear. So yeah, that's a pretty neat thing, very enjoyable thing as well. Down here will be the hectopascal reading. Look at that live reading, and down here will be the local time. As you are using the sensor, you can check the time as well. Alright, if I press this mode button over here, we'll go to altimeter. You saw a mountain logo, the ProTrack mountain logo just now, and this will be the graph to show change in an altimeter. Just in case, down here will be the altimeter in digital, of course, 45 meter above sea level. This will be the time. And for the altimeter mode, this part is pretty much simple, by the way, nothing much. You can press this lower button up here to calibrate or just reset, this just to refresh the reading, just in case you move to another altitude and you want to check if this watch is measuring it accurately or not. But do keep in mind that this altimeter is calculated using atmospheric pressure, so it's gonna be affected based on weather and temperature as well, I believe. So that's why this model will have both of those built in. But anyway, that's done on the altimeter mode. Very simple parts. Press mode, go back to home time, of course. Barometer, altimeter, and we will go to alarm. This part is very much simple. I can turn on the alarm and also the signal of both of them over here. You can just set a single alarm by pressing the adjust button up here. Hours and minutes only. You cannot set any specific dates that you want this alarm to ring. So I'm gonna leave it off. This will be the time display though. And if I press this, we'll go back to home time, go back to alarm. Next we're gonna have a dwell time. This is similar as a world time. We have local over here, which indicates the time in the middle is local time, and down here is home time. Local time could be your home time as well, or it could be other city home time. You can set it up by yourself. So that's the meaning. Dwell time, that's self-explanatory. You can tell two different times at once. And that's about it on this mode, by the way. You can of course press there it is. Just manual set the hours and minutes if you want to do so. So very easy. Press mode, go back to home time, of course. Press mode, barrel, LT, alarm, dwell time. Now we're going to timer, countdown timer, that is. Press adjust up here, and then you can set up the timer up to 60 minutes maximum. And that's pretty much it over here. Press mode, you cannot do anything else, just minutes. You cannot set up the seconds. So that's easy. This applies to most watches or Casio watches out there, so nothing much going on over here. Let me press adjust back in and go back to home time, mode, dwell time, timer, and that's done. This watch didn't have any stopwatch function. And that's about it over here. And you guys could see now they have WR10 bar, which indicates that this watch is indeed only 100 meter water resistant. Well, as you guys actually hold it by yourself on hand or feels it like this, you're gonna be able to tell the quality of this model. You have this 100 meter quality feels to it. Unlike G-Shock over here, which is a triple sensor model, this guy have a 200 meter water resistant and they have the hefty feel, the quality feels to it. This guy, however, is very lightweight and it is very small if you are wondering. Let me give you guys a quick random or just a rough size measurement. The lug size will be about 20 millimeters, which is very nice. Both sides go the same, and the lug to lug distance will be about just about 50 millimeters, which is very tiny though. The biggest point of the watch will measure at 45 millimeters, something like that, and the thickness will just be about somewhere around there, 13 millimeters, which is very slim watch. Look at how slim and small the thing is. Very compact and very comfortable to wear. So let me show you guys a quick wrist check. It is indeed leather. You're gonna be able to feel the quality of this watch band as well. And since this model is very rare on the market, I wouldn't recommend you guys to use this actual watch band because you cannot find a replacement for this anymore. If you get one of these, remove this, keep it somewhere else, and use other simple watch band instead, or just save this for a special occasion, you know. Look at how small this thing is. Fits just nicely on my skinny wrist. I have a 15 centimeters, roughly about 5-inch wrist all around. So if you're wondering, so that's how it looks like. It's very slim, very tiny, and they have plenty of built-in features in them. I believe this guy really fits with the price, especially if you bought this one used in a great condition. Man, this is a bargain. I got this about only 100 bucks, so I find that the pricing is good enough. Just in case you found something like this that is cheaper, you probably might consider getting one of these. And before I end this video, in the end, I need to show you guys a quick weight measurement as well, because this will determine how comfortable this thing gonna be wear throughout the day there. And this watch only weigh about 37 grams. Look at how that very small, very unique, very comfortable, very versatile timepiece. If you're a fan of ProTrack, this is a watch or a must-have piece as well. Or even just a vintage collector, you're gonna find this must-have watch in your possession, I hope. But anyway, that's just some of my thoughts and opinion, guys. I hope you guys found this video useful and informative as well for future reference. Leave a like if it does helping you with your next purchase, and also subscribe to see more contents for this in the future. Thank you very much for watching, guys. This is Jazz, and I'll see you guys in the next one.